Good morning, YouTube. Pastor Greg coming at you again with your daily mini sermon. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. So for today in the text, we're going to be looking into Romans 12:2. If you'd like to follow along. All right, let's hit it. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good and pleasing and perfect will. So it seems kind of complicated, but it's actually a very powerful verse. Alright, so let's break it down. Alright, so do not conform to the patterns of this world. Pretty simple. Don't become flesh-like. Don't do things in this world just because other people are doing it. Stay Christ-like. Do things in this world because it's what God calls us to do. Not because it's what the world calls us to do, but because what God calls us to do. Alright. But be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So this one, it's like what we talked about previously in one of my sermons. If you keep in the Word, if you keep in prayer, you're gonna know who God is. And this is what this is saying. Keep on renewing your mind. Keep on renewing your mind of what God is, of who God is, what He says in the Bible. And if you keep in prayer, you'll start seeing signs of Him more, and you'll start hearing what He has to say more. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good and pleasing and perfect will. Then you'll be able to see what He wants you to do, what He calls you to do, what He calls the world to do. If you're in the text, you're going to be able to see that. You're able to see what God's will is, how to be Christ-like and not to be flesh-like. Alright, so let's bring it all together. Do not conform to the patterns of this world. Do not become of this world. Become Christ-like. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Keep in the Word. Keep in prayer. And you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good and pleasing and perfect will. You'll be able to see what God has planned for you, what He has planned for this world, what He calls you to do. So, if you stay away from what the world just calls you to do and follow what God calls you to do, and also keep in the Word and keep in prayer, you will be able to see what God has planned for you and what He calls the world to do. Pretty simple verse. It's a great calling in this world. I hope everybody has a blessed day. And if you're from Florida, please stay safe. I love you dearly. All right. Pastor Greg out. Catch you guys on the flip side.